Hey guys, it's Kelsey, your best friend on the homestead from roughandtumblefarmhouse.com. Now, homesteading is not cheap, and man, that learning curve can be steep. And the best way that you can possibly kind of flatten out that learning curve a little bit is by surrounding yourself and providing yourself with really great resources. There's so much good information out there that can help you with whatever sort of farm or homestead project you're wanting to try. You just have to know the right places to look. Today, I'm going to share with you some of my favorite resources you can access right now that are completely free to help you with your homesteading journey. Now, like I was saying, all these resources are available right now at your fingertips. You can get to them on your phone, computer, iPad, whatever you got going on. So I'm going to head into the house where I have internet connection and it's not 30 below, and I'll show you all of these awesome resources.
Okay, so here we are on one of my favorite resources to look at. It is the SARE website, SARE. It stands for Sustainable Agriculture Research and Education. And so one thing that's important to note on here is they do have some grants available, so it's always a good idea to kind of check out those if you are kind of doing some legitimate farming, more just kind of beyond basic homesteading. So what I'm going to show you here on the top, though, where we're going to go is to resources and learning. And so we can just click right on that. And here you can browse by topic, and they have a lot of really great topics here you can look at. So let's say we want to do, farm business management, maybe. Click on that. And here it has some general topics we can click on to narrow it down more. And you can see here there's 104 results in this topic area. It is bilingual, which is nice, but here we can scroll down and see just some of these things that fall underneath that topic. Transitioning to organic production, let's say we want to look more into scaling up your vegetable farm for wholesale markets. So let's say you're kind of just growing veggies for you and maybe you're marketing a little bit, but you want to do wholesale production. So then here we can see there's a PDF here. Let's see if that pops open here for us. And so here we have a really nice, let's see, it's 16 pages of information, and that's just one little chunk here. There's just a lot of really great information here that you can find. And again, check out the grants as well if you're interested in getting one. And they do have this as well by your region. So I think I'm North Central, I want to say. So they have things specific to your region as well, and in terms of grants that are open and available. So check out SARE. It's a really awesome resource. The next one we're going to go to, this is kind of more specific here to Minnesota. Let me pop up here. This is the Sustainable Farming Association. It is a Minnesota nonprofit. We are a member of the local chapter here in our area. But so here we are in just the resource library. And as we scroll down, you can go by category here. So if you're looking specifically, you want some videos to watch about different topics. Here's one on winter bale grazing. Here's one with Alan Williams doing a soil field day. There's all sorts of really good information. There's Kent Solberg, actually lived and worked at his dairy farm for a while. Pasture chicken production, all kinds of. Then this is just under videos. If you want something that's kind of more straightforward, there are webinars you can check on as well. So here's how to build profitable farms through direct marketing. If you're interested in doing some silvopasture, that's really big here in Minnesota. We've got lots of trees. So there's just tons of resources. Oh, look, there's Greg Judy. He's actually from Minnesota originally, if you're familiar at all. If you're a grazer, you probably know who Greg Judy is. So lots and lots of things to check out. And this is at sfa-mn.org. You can find all these great resources from the Sustainable Farming Association. Okay, the next one we are going to go to is Hoopla. Now, with your own library card, you can access your entire library's catalog for free. You also probably have something called Libby, which is free ebooks that you can access and free audiobooks through your library. But Hoopla is a whole different situation. This is something that many libraries pay to have. So we're looking at it on desktop here, but you can have it on your phone is where I mostly use it. It's an app, Hoopla. You connect with your library card. And then from there, you can access all sorts of really great stuff. So here you can see some of my recently borrowed ones, a little bit of James Harriet, some fiction, some nonfiction. This one, The Hidden Life of Trees, is fascinating. Some Beatrix Potter stuff. That's what I've been kind of listening to or having to recheck out because I haven't finished it. But what I want to show you here is a search function, which is awesome. So I'm going to do, let's say, farming. And it's going to bring up absolutely everything they have on farming, ebook. audiobooks even here for mini farming, which is fabulous. The thing that's great about Hoopla is that it is much bigger than your library catalog. So there's a lot of ebooks and audiobooks that my library doesn't have, but because they pay a subscription to be part of this huge system called Hoopla, you're going to have tons and tons more options that you can get access to. For example, let's say we want just audiobooks. I never get any reading done anymore unless it's listening to books just because of my kids. I'm just too tired. So here are tons of books, all that are audiobooks that you can listen to. Some, of course, not necessarily exactly related to farming, but for the most part. Or we can try, let's see if we do homesteading. They have a lot of audiobooks. So here we go. Even audiobooks about homesteading you can listen to. Now, one of my favorite things to do, of course, you can search by format. So if you just need audiobooks specifically, or you're looking for ebooks, whatever it may be, one of my favorite things to do is that you can search by publisher, which is really handy. So let's say that here is a Gail Damerow book, or Damerow, I'm not sure how to pronounce it honestly. And so you can see here under this book, it says Story Publishing. So I can click on Story Publishing and it's going to take me to every book they have here that is by Story Publishing. So there might be things you didn't even know to search for, but you'll find all sorts of cool things. Like here's one about fire cider. Here's one about container gardening, medicinal mushrooms, all kinds of cool things that you wouldn't have even have thought to look for that you can check out just because you're searching by publisher. So that's a really fun way to use this as well. Now, a couple things with Hoopla really quick is that you have a limit to what you can check out. So you can only check out for my library system, you're limited to 3 checkouts per month. It used to be 5, but I think they got a smaller subscription. And then also they have a collective checkout limit. So that means that there's a limit for how many books your entire library system can check out in a day. So you really want to check out books early in the morning. Otherwise, by the afternoon, the collective checkout limit may have been met, and then you won't be able to get anything until the next day. Look at another one that's great to check out, and that is ATTRA, which I'm not positive what ATTRA stands for. I should probably have found that out, but this is where we're going to go is their publication library. So that's where we already are, is in their publication library. These are all free. Free resources, once again, that you can check out. Not even check out, you can just look at them. It's not like a library. They are just here all the time, no matter what, for you to read about. And if you hit load more, there's tons and tons and tons. You can look at equipment tools for small scale intensive crop production. I love it. So let's say, for example, we want to grow organic blueberries. We're going to click on that and take a look and see what they have. Oh, they must have some kind of raffle going on right now. So they're going to have, here's the abstract. Here's all the information about it. So they have tons and tons and tons of great resources here on the ATTRA website as well. And you can listen to it. How great is that? Or you can download it if you want, print it off and read it. Another great resource they have here is their internship hub. Back in my early days of farming, I was looking for places to live and work on farms so I could get good experiences. And here you can advertise on here if you're looking for an intern. And otherwise as well, you can find, recruit an intern or find an internship. So if you are looking to hire some farm help for your farm, homestead, or whatever, I'm not sure where you are in this country or if even in my country currently, but that is an option as well that you can check out. So this is ATTRA is another wonderful resource. Okay, now if you are interested in canning, this is one you probably know about, the National Center for Home Food Preservation. So you don't even have to go buy a canning book. This is here for you. If you just go to preserve by, let's say we want to do some pickling. And then here's general pickling information. Let's say we want to make cucumber pickles. Click on that. Here are free canning recipes that are safe and tested for you to use. So if you want to make some fresh pack dill pickles, click on it. And here it has all the information that you need to make some pickles. So they have all sorts of, as you can see, by preserve by. Let's say we want to make a jam or a jelly. Click on that. Let's say we want to do, a marmalade. Let's do a marmalade. Oh, an apple marmalade. I didn't even know that was a thing. Orange marmalade. Let's get some Paddington Bear action going here. Here's the whole recipe for how to make orange marmalade. This is a wonderful resource and a great place to start if you're looking for canning information. Another place I'm going to send you is actually my own blog. I have this wonderful resource. It might actually be called Canning Resources for Beginners. I might be renaming this one shortly. I took a canning and food preservation consultant course. So I'm technically a food preservation consultant. And you can look here. What I did is in the course, tons of the resources were all just YouTube videos. A lot of the course was YouTube videos that already exist out there for free for anybody to watch. So what I did is I paid attention as I took the course and I pulled all of those resources from the course. You don't have to pay to take it and you can access it. So here we cover home canning principles. Here we're talking about botulism, which is a big bad scary thing when it comes to canning, but if you do things right, you're fine. Here we talk about hot water bath canning. All these great resources. It's not so much on recipes here that you're going to find, but this has all sorts of information for you to really up your canning game or get you started. Basics of jams and jellies. There's this one lady who does some of these videos named Martha, and she has these just fabulous videos about jams and jellies. Why didn't my jelly set? Jams and jellies with no sugar. All sorts of great resources here. And this is over on my blog, Rough and Tumble Farmhouse, for you to check out. So again, great place if you're just getting started, or even if you already have been canning for a while. I've got lots of stuff on here. Pickles for special diets. You know, that's something I wouldn't even think about, but someone might need it, something low sodium or something else like that. So tons of great stuff for you to check out in terms of canning. This last one I'm going to talk to you about is specifically for beekeeping. This is the Bee Lab. It's beelab.umn.edu/beekeeping. And these are all free resources, most of them anyway, about beekeeping. And it's such a fantastic resource the university has. So let's say they actually have their Beekeeping in Northern Climates manual that you can get here for free. They even have a course that you can take. Here's the free PDF. You can also buy hard copies if you're a hard copy sort of person. It's a wonderful manual, especially if you live in a cold climate. There's a big difference if you're in, say, Missouri or something, or you're up here in Minnesota where, you know, next week we have high temperatures of -7. It's a big difference. So they've got some really great free resources here for you that you can use. Even have some instructional videos that you can check out as well. It's pretty exciting. So here's how we, put bees in a hive, lighting a smoker, all sorts of great free resources. And if you really do want to take this to the next level, if you're very serious about keeping your bees, then they have beekeeping classes. I think they still have the online Beekeeping in Northern Climates course, which let's see if they do have the online one. Yes, it is 110% worth it. You have access to it for 2 years. I'm not sure if it has the price on here. It is fantastic. You also get monthly meetings with the staff at the bee lab where literally it is their profession to know about how to keep bees. So if you are into bees and you're really serious, the online class you do have to pay for. Well worth the cost though, but otherwise they have a bunch of free resources here as well to get you started.
Now, those are just some of my favorite resources that you can access online. There are a bunch of other ones. I'm actually going to link to those resources I shared and some other ones in a blog post below so you can find them all. And of course, you can always find a lot of great information here on my YouTube channel and over on the blog. I put a ton of time into researching every single video or blog post that I share because I want to make sure I'm giving you guys up-to-date, accurate information that's going to really help you on your homesteads or your farms. I'm also going to link to some other videos here that I think might be helpful for you, and we will see you here hopefully next week for some more from our Rough and Tumble Farmhouse.